This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Let's get right into it. So Cardi B goes off on people. She hates this conversation when people say music is bad right now. Music is this. And then she has all the excuses in the world to be like, oh, well, you got to promote your favorite artist. If you're not being exposed to somebody new, it's almost like she's playing... She's not a stupid girl. So she's playing dumb conveniently because it works for her. Right now, labels push her, right? They push her music. They push her husband's music. That stuff gets seen by the people, right? But wait till the tides turn and they're pushing only African music, which they're doing right now. She's going to complain about that. All this money and everything controls. I could put my own money in, but I can't compete with the labels. That's what she's going to say. That's what Russ says, and Russ is independent, and Russ is right. You can't compete with the labels. They have too much money, too many relationships, too much leverage. They have too many artists to leverage, So this is Cardi B just like complaining right here.
Your life to get on the blogs or something, you might not be able to be recognized. So a lot of people have been complaining about today's music. A lot of people think that we don't have a lot of soulful music anymore. Like a lot of people think that we don't have like that good R&B music that people used to make in the 90s or they used to make in the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't think that we don't have like those type of like music that like Ciara used to do, or Monica or Keisha Cole's, or like just those beautiful soulful music. But the reality is though, right, that there's a lot of artists out here. There's a lot of R&B artists. There's a lot of artists that make beautiful soulful, my bad, I don't know if I'm saying it right, my English fucked up, that they do music about love, that they do music about betrayal, that they do music about sex, that they do music about falling in love. The difference is, right, that back in the days, we all used to watch the same channel and used to listen to the same shit, right? So, like, for example, we got introduced to, like, artists back in the day, watching BET, watching MTV, watching VH1, and we all used to listen to the same radio station. Nowadays, we are getting introduced to artists by the media. And unfortunately, a lot of artists now...
That's funny because the media is MTV. She basically said the same thing. Now we're getting to it. We were introduced to artists by the media before, and we are today. It's just different. Okay, so now we're introduced more through, like she said, drama, this and that. Also, a lot by playlists, ads. They'll push you to hear certain songs on TikTok. You're introduced through social media now, not media, social media. Okay, and it's the same thing as back in the days. The label is pushing this kind of music right now, and you need a deal to do this, or you need to have the money and the resources to get famous on TikTok now, or have people talk about your music. It's just more challenging now because there's more outlets, there's just more artists. The entry level into this is very low now. So you have more artists, more competition, and more garbage that'll go to the top because the garbage artists sometimes can get the easy deal with the label because the label can trick them into a deal and do this and that, or it's just microwave music and they know they can cook it up quick and put it out, or they can have artists like, Cardi B hustled their way in and she does have a personality and everything, but let's not lie that she doesn't have writers and people manufacturing her music. She has a team, in the beginning, yes, she was doing everything her own, having people, except for the writing, but she had people, helping her with everything. And now she has a big label, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not discrediting her. I don't think she's the person to do. She's not seeing the world from someone who's struggling. She's seeing the world from someone who's benefiting from the system right now. she will be on the other spectrum at one point, because at one point the system replaces you with something else. You know, there hasn't. I thought Meg might have been the threat to her, but that's not the threat to her. It'll come eventually, you know, and she'll. It came for Nikki. It'll come for her. She was the threat to Nikki, and Nikki gets arguably less push, even though the faces. Lotto might be eventually. I don't know. Like, she's kind of like. Lotto's kind of like following behind Cardi B. I saw her do a video the other day where she was complaining about how she doesn't drive any of her cars. I'm always gone. I never drive my cars. Oh, look at this $500,000 car right here that I never drive. How are we relating to this? We're not. You know, so it's like, we'll get back to some more stuff in a little bit. I appreciate you guys. Jordan Tower with JT News. Peace.